beautiful Earth angels. I hope you are feeling well when you're clicking on this video and having a beautiful day. This is going to be a short message or reading about what this person's intentions are towards you. So this reading isn't going to be targeted at romantic connections, but it's just going to be what energy comes through. This could be any connection that you're thinking about: a friend, a family member, a co-worker, a colleague, a person, or it could be someone that you're romantically interested in. This is just what is this person's intentions towards you. We have 3 piles to choose from here today. We've got this death sticker with the skeleton. We have the coffee as pile number 2 and the pizza pile number 3. So take as much time as you need. I also feel like these energies and these readings were very specific. You're gonna know if this is the right pile for you very quickly when clicking on it. So if you click on one and you don't resonate too much, maybe come back here, have another look and see which one you're drawn to. But if you're clicking on this reading, there definitely is a message in here for you. Please take everything with a pinch of salt. This is a general reading, so not all of the messages are going to be for you, but I do like to try and point out which ones they are that may vary. So I love you all so much. I hope this resonates. I'm really excited about this one, and I also will have the timestamps linked below in the description. So when you know if you want pile number 1, 2 or 3, you can go to the timestamps and click straight on that, and it will take you straight to your reading. Some channeled songs also come through that will be linked beneath the timestamps for each pile. Okay, so my website and my Depop jewelry page will also be linked down below as usual. I love you all so much, and I will speak to you in your reading, your Earth Angels. Hello, pile number 1s, you beautiful souls. If you chose this death sticker, this is going to be a reading of what the person that you're thinking of, what their intentions are towards you. So straight away, I'm gonna just disclaim that this is a general reading, so always take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You will know, like this is here to confirm your intuition. You will know the messages for you, and this pile as well, especially very specific, the connection that this is. So I'll tell you the bridging energies, which are the energies that kind of apply for everyone watching, and then I will go into more the separated energies. So how this works when I'm reading is that I'll get like an energy ball, and from the outside looking in, you all share this energy. But when we go into it deeper, it tends to split off to different people. So the bridging energy for you guys is that the person you're asking about is someone with a emotional connection to you. This is not someone that you view as you don't really know much about, or an acquaintance, or if you do, it's that even though you're not that close, you have a very deep connection. You guys have a spiritual connection. For some of you, this is someone that you're interested in, and you're wanting to know if they're interested in you back. For some of you, this is a friendship connection that maybe could be more, you're not sure, so you're here. For some of you, a very specific few of you, this is someone you're already with and in a relationship with, which is so funny. So yeah, so you guys, out of all the piles, I think you actually do have an idea already from your intuition what the intentions of this person are, but it's just that maybe you doubt it sometimes, or it's a bit confusing, because I can see here with the 3 of Swords that this person does deal with some past emotional wounding, some past emotional trauma, maybe from relationships they've had in the past, or just past experiences with opening up to people. I think you guys, this person is, first of all, I'm going to say they have good intentions. There is nothing bad about their intentions. We have the King of Cups here. This is someone who has good morals. They're very presentable in the way that they are not an emotionally messy person. When their emotions get messy, they make sure to keep it under wraps. They're not going to leak it out to everybody. They keep things more to themselves because they are this King of Cups. they've been through things in the past that has made them kind of evolve to and adapt to be this King of Cups type of way, so that they're not in the same repeated situations that they were before. So I'm seeing that you do. This person does have really good intentions towards you. Their intentions towards you, for all of you watching this, is commitment, is wanting to keep you around, is wanting something stable, whether that be a close friendship, or just getting to know you more. Like, they want to keep you around, is what I'm getting. Um, so yeah, they're wanting to keep you around, and this could mean that for some of you this is like a more of a platonic connection, but there could be feelings involved as well. But it's a bit complicated. But they definitely want to keep you with them. But I don't think that they would necessarily tell you this. I think in this pile, the intentions are to keep respectable. There's something about this person being respectable and holding up a good image of themselves, and coming across in the right way, coming across in this King of Cups way. They wouldn't want you to think that they're a page of wands, immature and just kind of goes for it. They don't want to be impulsive, is what I'm getting. But yeah, there's some hidden things with this person. They keep their cards held close to their chest, but this doesn't mean they have wrong or bad intentions. It's just that I don't think they would want to fully open up the full extent of how they feel towards you. I feel like this person has also been daydreaming about you, thinking about you. Even some of you, you've been showing up in their dreams. Again, I think that you guys watching this is probably like, the kind of vibes, but maybe some of you are a bit confused, because if this person ever does act a bit like on and off, hot or cold, or like they do something that makes you question your intuition, this spirit saying don't question your intuition, you've got it right. But they have past wounds, emotional conditioning, emotional protective mechanisms they've built up through time. And so Spirit's saying if they ever have acted a bit like strange or like made you question things, because I don't think this was anything bad at all, then they're saying that this is not you, okay? This is this person really trying to keep on top of things, keep on top of their emotions, because you do trigger a lot from their past. This person in the past has, as I said earlier, been in more difficult times, situations. They've done a lot of emotional growing, a lot of emotional character building, if that's what we're gonna call it. They've done a lot of emotional character building. I do feel like this person as well is someone who likes to keep a high kind of respectability about them in some way, and I think this is in a morals kind of way. They're very respectable, is what I'm getting. They're not pushy people. They're very like I want to say slow growing, and I feel like they think that you guys are so similar. Like, if you're friends, they really, really vibe with you. They think that you have a lot of qualities that are similar. Maybe even you have a lot of the same past experiences shared. So some of the darker energies you've been through or had to go through, maybe within relationships or with friendships, connections, experiences through life that have caused pain, but ultimately given you wisdom, they kind of feel like you've been through similar experiences, is what I'm getting. As I'm editing this, you guys, I got a message come through saying that you made the drops of your bleeding heart and your heartbreak into solid rubies, into precious gems, and they turned the drops of their heart's blood and heartache into petals of red roses. You've both made beauty from your past pain, but in slightly different ways. You guys have very mirrored energy, and it's like so similar, but also different at the same time. If that resonates, then take this message. But all of you have made beauty from your pain. For a lot of you, this could be someone from your past as well, or that you have a kind of history with. Um, because your sticker does remind me of the Six of Swords. I also again get the fact that this person is daydreaming of you, thinking about you, watching you from a distance. This person isn't the type of person to say everything to you up front of how they're feeling. You know, they kind of like to just keep that to themselves and have good intentions towards you. So if you came on this reading asking if someone's intentions were good or not, then this is 110% confirmation this person's intentions are good. They're a truthful person. They're a loyal person. Um, as I said, they're not an emotionally messy person, and this doesn't mean that their emotions don't get messy. It just means that they're not likely to show this to others as much. I do feel like this person is very wise emotionally and emotionally intelligent as well. I feel that there's some things that happen between you guys that maybe they feel a bit of shame for, or I don't know, there's maybe some things that need to be brought and spoke about to the surface that, you know, you guys haven't acknowledged. And if you were to speak, it's like it wouldn't be acknowledged between you two. It's like unspoken words. There's a lot of unspoken words between you guys, but there's also a lot of similarities in both of your energies. And I do feel like this connection's moving. I feel like there's progression being made. And take this if it resonates for a few of you, but there are skeletons being kind of cleared out of the closet of this connection as well. There's healing going on. This person, honestly, there's a lot of mirrored energy between you two. And I've just realized, like, honestly, I did this reading wanting it to be platonic, kind of, you know, this doesn't have to be a love connection or a love reading, but honestly, your pal, no matter who's watching or what connection this is, no matter kind of where it's at or what the connection is, whether you're friends, acquaintances, just getting to know each other, whether you've known them for a long time and you've been friends, whether this is someone you are romantically pursuing, um, the same energy overlaps that there is very deep love. Okay, so even if it is a friend, they love you very deeply, they're very loyal, they have a lot of respect for you as well, especially emotionally. So this person's intentions as well is that they want to have, you know, deep conversations with you, heart to hearts with you, and create some type of healing. There's a lot of healing that goes on in this energy, in this pile as well. So whether that's, you know, your friends and you can talk about things deeper, I feel like this person doesn't open up straight away to a lot of people because they're very cautious. They're very cautious, very wary of who they give their energy to, especially emotionally, just because of things that have happened in the past, you know. But they trust you, they get good energy from you, and they don't mind opening up about some things, some more painful things. And I feel like you guys have a very, very, very healing connection, whatever this is. So, yes, your person has, or the person that you're thinking about, has extremely good intentions towards you. And if you've ever questioned their intentions, this is simply because some aspects of themselves maybe get a bit more jagged when they're trying to get through them past experiences, get through them past triggers. Because I feel like, again, you do bring up some of this in them. And this person, they want to be your King of Cups. They want to be by your side. I'm getting a song come through, Daydreams. I'm gonna put it, I'll link it, I cannot speak. Honestly, you guys make this person like kind of like all over the place, or I don't know. But yeah, I get this song come through. It's called Daydreaming. And I really do feel like this person has a spiritual connection to you. It's almost as if, you know, your realities are merging together, or there's like a continuation for some of you. If this is someone from your past for some of you, it's almost as if there's a continuation to the movement of this connection. And I'm not saying it's going to level up really quickly. I honestly get the vibe for all of you in this pile. Slow and steady wins the race. This King of Cups energy is very mature. They're very wise. They're very trustworthy people, and they do things, I want to say by the book, but they do things properly. They're going to suss you out. This person's intentions is to better understand you, better to understand your way of emotions as well, and love language too. Um, because I think, again, coming back to these past experiences. Um, but yeah, this person, they really admire you deeply, whether you know this or not, or whether you know this and they haven't said this. There is some blocks in communication, but I do feel like for a lot of you, I would say more than half of you watching this, you're in communication with this person, but maybe not in the way that, it's fully open and honest. Not that they're being deceptive, but they're not going to tell you everything of how they feel, because I feel like it's too mushy for them. Like, like, even though they're the King of Cups, they're really tapped into their emotions and stuff, but it's like they think that maybe they'll be too much, or it's too forward, or, if you don't know this person all that well, but they feel like they just know you so well. There's also another song coming through from Russ, and it's called Ain't Nobody Taking My Baby. And that's specifically the bit I get. I think that song, if you listen to that song, I'll link that down below as well. The actual lyrics in that song could be more about this person's experiences with relationships in the past, not necessarily your connection. And the first song I mentioned, Daydreams, that song is definitely, the lyrics in it are directed towards you. But yeah, this song by Russ is more this person's past history with connections and things like that. But they're saying they don't want you to leave their side, Ain't nobody taking my baby. They feel like you are part of them. You're so similar. They're part of your energy. There could even be past life connection in this pile. Honestly, I didn't want to go too far into the romantic things and the romantic side, but straight up, you guys, let's not even avoid it, because we just know that this is what it is, okay? Whether this is a friend, someone you're just getting to know, this is what it is. There's emotions underneath the surface that aren't spoken about, that are deep, that are loving, that are caring, that hold the best intentions for you. They want to make you feel better. They want to help you. They want to help you heal. They want to show you everything that's amazing about you, and they really respect you as a person. That's a big word that comes through, is they really respect you as a person. They wouldn't ever want to do anything wrong to you, because they know that, or they can tell that you've had some bad experiences in the past, and it's just like, they're like, oh my god, why and how? Why and how? And who? Why, how, and who was treating you like this? Because they see you on almost a pedestal in a way as well. Okay, and I also see this person just kind of also maybe an extra bit of information for a few of you might resonate. This person is well presented in the way that they dress. I'm not saying they have to walk around in a suit and tie every day, but they actually, I get the vibe that they care. Not like care deeply, but they like looking nice. They like wearing nice things. There's something they like to have as like an accessory, or nice clothes, or if it's like, um, oh, this could actually be many different things. They like to accessorize with nice things to make them feel kind of suave, make them feel good. Whether that's, they take extra care with doing their outfit choosing, or their hair, or they have things that just make them seem quite stable on the outside. Like maybe they have like a nice house, or just like a cool car or something. I don't even know, you guys. They're just some of the examples coming through. But this person does feel very mature, and maybe you even think that they're more mature than their years, is what I get. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Know that for you, part one, this person's intentions are beautiful, they're pure, they're loving, they're kind, and they're warm, and they can be trusted. But there are some blocks in communication, which I think is fine for now. Not everything needs to be out in the open and everything like that, you know what I mean? All in your time. Slow and steady wins the race, especially if this is a person that you're friends with that you're asking about, then there's a lot more going on beneath the surface, so it's kind of like Pandora's box vibes. I hope this reading helped, guys, and brought you some confirmation. Always take what resonates and leave the rest behind, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Hello, beautiful pile number twos. If you chose this coffee sticker, this is going to be your reading of what this person's intentions are, the person that you're thinking about. For this pile, straight away, I have to say, this is a mixed bag. A lot of you, there's platonic connections coming through, friendship connections coming through. So this pile really doesn't have to be romantic or targeted that way. And if it is romantic and you were thinking about someone, that you had a connection with in that way, then I feel like for all of you, this person is someone from the past. There's something about a resurrection or resurrecting with this Ten of Swords here reversed. It's kind of like, as well, I get this vibe that this person, I don't know if they've said this to you or not, but they would love a catch up with you. They'd love a coffee, a chat. I feel like you guys, a lot of you watching this, I don't think you're in contact with the person that you're thinking about. Or if you are, maybe you just haven't spoke in a while. Maybe things got busier. You know, if this is a friendship, this is like things got busier in your actual life. You were going through some stuff, both of you, and it kind of created distance or separation. Or maybe even one or both of you feel like this distance maybe even impacted your connection in the way that you don't keep in contact much anymore. Maybe you'll just come on here to think and see, you know, what is this person's energy towards me? What do they even, you know, do they even still think about me? Do they even still like me? You know? So yeah, there's this energy with the coffee of like having a coffee and a chat, speaking things through. If there was any miscommunications with you and this person, I feel like they've come to an understanding, a new level of understanding about this. I feel like if there's things that happened in the past, no matter what they were, like they don't have to be really bad things. Just in general, if you have a past history with this person sees that history in a whole brand new light now to what they did before. So if this is someone that you used to be friends with or have a connection with or an ex, and then things ended, it's like how they saw the situation and your connection when it ended is completely different to how they see it now. They've come to a lot more inner realizations. They've done a lot more alchemizing, especially on their shadow side as well. And I really feel like this person is just kind of hopeful. When you do pop up in their mind and things like that, they're kind of just hopeful, you know? Maybe one day you can be friends again. Maybe one day you can, you know, heal what has been or clear the air for some of you. Yeah, my throat chakra went crazy when I said clear the air. Maybe there's things you guys just need to like speak about to just like get off. Like I feel like whoever you're asking about, you have some feelings and views that actually align, and actually you can relate to each other, but I don't think you maybe realize this, all of you. um with this coffee, I do get like this kind of energizing energy or waking energy, kind of as if they want to re-energize the connection, or they want you to warm up to them more, or you know, the cup needs to be refilled, maybe, is what I'm getting for this connection. If you guys ever had plans together but they never went through, almost as if they were penciled in and maybe they went off track or it didn't end up happening, you know, anything like this. But um, that just might be a bit of confirmation for you guys. But there's definitely things about, you know, maybe one or the other of you in the past felt a bit emotionally neglected in the way this person didn't really properly consider your thoughts and feelings in a situation, or they didn't realize how much their actions actually impacted you. Maybe it wasn't spoken about, or, you know, I feel as if maybe this person's intentions weren't to do that, but again, with the star here, I feel like there's kind of fated healing between you and this person, and not in the way that, like, you know, you guys are all gonna heal and make up, but when you actually had this connection with them or this person in general in your life, they are someone that was fated to maybe play out some karmatic role in your life. Or some kind of healing, you know, or alchemization in some way. They definitely, what's coming strongly for all of you, without being too specific, is that they definitely had a fated role to play within your journey. And maybe at the time you didn't, like, this wasn't clear, but maybe as the time's gone on, you know, you or them have realized. And that's actually funny because it links back into the same energy we were picking up before. Of that, they've come to new realizations now. This person has done inner healing, especially to their shadow side. For some of you, you are not in contact with this person, And if you're not, they do kind of maybe, you know, when you pop in their head or think about them, I feel like you guys telepathically communicate without realizing. Um, and it's like, just like when they think about you, you think about them, and they're kind of like, I wonder what they're doing, hope they're up to good things now. I feel like this person really saw good things inside of you, as if you know, you have like a very, you have a lot of potential inside of you. This person always saw a lot of potential inside of you, and I kind of see them kind of just thinking like, oh, I wonder what they're up to now. I wonder how this is going for them. I wonder how whatever they were working on is going for them. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so just kind of wondering. So some of you aren't really in contact with this person. Some of you, it's just like you haven't spoke to them in a long time. I do get kind of like energy as if like you're not really sure how either one of you would maybe feel towards each other. My throat chakra went off again then. So it's like you guys maybe haven't actually had a honest and clear conversation of communication of how you both felt in the past to now, to how you feel towards each other now. It's kind of like there's kind of like this gray area. Like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. So maybe you guys feel confused. Like when you think about this person, it's like you either don't really like to think about this person, or it's that you don't think about them often, or when you do, it's almost as if you kind of push it away quickly because there's kind of confusing energies that you get met with. Like, yeah, just confusing. Take that if it resonates, you guys. Take that if it resonates. But I am also getting that this person almost feels like an outsider to your life in some way. This is going to split off and be a specific message for some of you. So obviously take it how it resonates, and if this doesn't resonate, it's not your message. But specifically for a few of you, if this is a friend, it's almost as if like, okay, this is purely an example, right? But it's almost as if you got in a relationship with someone, or like, okay, say this is a friendship group. It could be like, say there were like 5 of you, just for an example. You know, 2 of you, or say there were 3 of you, sorry. Let's start this again. You guys, for an example, you guys were in a friendship group together, and say there was 3 of you, and 2 of you got in relationships, and this last person kind of felt like an outsider, maybe. And the way that I'm interpreting this is that this person feels as if, you know, you had things move on in your life, and they kind of feel as if they maybe got left behind just a little bit, you know. And I'm not going to go too deep into them energies because that's going to vary for all of you, but this person does kind of feel like you had your intent, your attention, your desires and your wants and needs in other places that weren't them. You know, whether that's like you were focusing on your work, you were focusing on, you know, whatever you were going through at the time in your life. Because I do feel like with the star here, I feel like there's fated things, and I feel like the star a lot of the time comes out in situations where we end up just getting lost in dealing with our own journeys, dealing with our own spiritual lessons that we're needing to go through and heal. And along this way, sometimes we can just forget about people or grow apart from people, you know, just because we get busy along our own thing, you know what I mean? So for some of you watching this, there isn't any like really bad energy coming through. It's more of like, oh, I wonder what they're doing now, do you know what I mean? Let's have a coffee and a catch up, or this is an old friend. And then there'll be some of you in here that this is someone from your past that, you know, you had a bit of a weird ending with, or there was kind of like miscommunication, or, you know, one of you or the other felt kind of hurt by the other one's actions, but this wasn't intentionally, right? So this is like if you guys got in a relationship and then you didn't really have as much time to see them anymore. This is like that really hurt them. They took that deeply, and I don't think you realized, you know what I mean? That's just an example. But there is miscommunication here. There is an ending here. There is distance. There's separation, all of everything like that. You know, there'll be a handful of you on here asking about someone that was an ex or an ex fling, that kind of, you know, things that it didn't turn sour, but it was like, you know what I mean? Like the energy isn't it's not hitting it right on point. Even if that's a friend, it's like, yeah, I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm growing apart from this person. It kind of feels like that to me. So in general, this person's energy towards you, and intentions towards you, sorry, um, is nothing bad, I don't think. And if they were to have intentions towards you, it would be to simply catch up, to communicate things that they feel like got miscommunicated, or like to level things out with you, clear the air, get back up to date with each other. Um, and to feel included again. Maybe to, if they did have intentions, it would be to resurrect, going back to the first thing that we said, to resurrect your connection, to resurrect the friendship, for a renewal as well, for there to be a transmutation of these leftover energies from the past into like, oh, okay, I understand it now, yeah, that makes complete sense. And it's like a clearing. So if this person is in your life right now, their intentions are to clear, to heal the past, and energies that were misunderstood between you two, to have a really heart to heart, leveled conversation that is just a real rich, deep kind of catch up and chat about things. For a lot of you, this person isn't intending. So, half of you, this person is intending to do that if they're in your life, and you'll know that for certain if they're intending that, because they will reach out. But for a lot of you, this person, I don't see them making any actions or intentions really necessarily towards you. This is more about their intentions of you when they think about you. So some of you, I don't think this person is intending to maybe reach out. Maybe it's like a two-way thing. You guys have shared energy in the way that it's like, oh, maybe I'm not sure how they really feel about me anymore. Do they even like me? But then the other person feels the same thing. So like neither one of you will reach out is the kind of vibe I also get. I do feel like within all the piles, this pile has been the most mixed bag. There's a lot of different connections coming through in varied scenarios and situations. But as I said, a lot of you, I don't think this person is going to do anything, because it's kind of almost as if you guys are in like I don't know, like, yeah, you're in the same energy, and that will make sense, and you'll know what I'm talking about if that's you. But overall, I wouldn't say this person's intentions are bad. If they have hurt you in the past, intentionally or unintentionally, I don't think that that would be their aim of the game if they were to reconnect with you or to come back. I think they genuinely just kind of want to heal a bit and leave things behind, leave things in the past. That's what I get. Don't cry over spilled milk. They want to leave things in the past. And yeah, so this is going to be your reading, you guys. I hope that this brought you some confirmation, some clarity. I know this one was a bit of an interesting one, wasn't it? But hopefully you can resonate, and that resonates for your situation. The intentions are good, they're clear. There's no sleight of hand, no manipulation or anything. In fact, there's not really much intention to do things. So know that this feeling, a lot of you just needed to really hear that this feeling is mutual. And if you're wondering and questioning, what does this person think about me? You guys feel the same. They still have high regards for you. They still see you as like a star in their eyes. They see you as a really hopeful, optimistic, happy person, and someone that they would love to have in their life. They would love to meet up and have a coffee and a chat every now and again. Do you know what I mean? The song coming through for your guys' connection, your pal, from your person's intentions, is Still Dreaming by Dreamville. So I'll link that down in the description below. The lyrics in that song might be relevant for your connection, but the part that sticks out to me that's coming through is when it says still dreaming, yeah, and it says still scheming, still. And it's like they're kind of like reaching out to you, be like, oh, you're still doing this, you're still doing this, you're still doing this. And it's actually funny because some of you, this is in a way of like, oh, you still keeping up with this person, that person. But actually, for some of you, okay, there is a bit more of a twisted energy coming through as like, oh, you're still doing this, are you? Or you're still doing this, in a bit more of a disapproving way, as if, whoever this was in the past, maybe they had a different mindset to you, or the way that they acted in situations was kind of a bit different to how you would approach them. And so you're kind of thinking, or they're thinking like, oh, you still this way, you still doing this. So honestly, that will apply differently for all of you, but I honestly hope that this brought some clarity, some confirmation, and resonated for the person that you were thinking about. But yeah, so I love you so much, all you beautiful souls, and I'll speak to you very soon. Hello, pile number threes. If you chose this pizza sticker, this is going to be your reading of what is this person's intentions that you're thinking about, right? Um, okay, we're gonna get straight into this. You guys are gonna know if this is your pile very quickly because this is a very clear energy that's coming through for you guys. I'll tell you the branching energies that span over everyone watching this, and then I'll tell you how they divide off and give you some examples for more individual people that are watching this. So, all of you watching this, the person that you're thinking about, their intentions towards you are, and how I'm going to say this is interesting, okay? There's some interesting things going on in this energy. This person's intentions right now is that they're very much watching you. This person is watching you, whether that's on social media, they're finding out or hearing things about you, like they're keeping tabs on you, is what I'm getting. And they're kind of sitting back and just watching you and analyzing and kind of like making conclusions or sussing things out. There's something that they're keeping an eye on you for. I also get for some of you that this person has a slight undertone of bitterness to them, okay? And just a disclaimer before we get any more into this pile, please take what resonates and take everything that I say with a pinch of salt. You are the ones in your situation. Always trust your gut instinct, okay, guys? Always trust your gut instinct. And if you've already been feeling kind of like this person, there's a bit of like, I feel like, right, how I'm feeling the energy of them is how you might be feeling the energy of them. And it's how this Four of Swords woman looks. It's like the way her eyes are looking over, it's like, you're not sure, you know what I mean? And if you're not sure, then this may resonate for you that this person, there are hidden intentions going on that they're trying to hide from you. And this isn't anything, this is why I'm saying take with a pinch of salt. I don't want this reading to scare any of you at all, because if you're thinking about a person and you had absolutely no idea that they had kind of issues or like different intentions, this isn't the pile for you. This pile is for people that already know someone's kind of watching them or feeling a certain way about them, because if you look at the sticker you chose, this says a lot about this person and their intentions. You can see that this hand, I'm almost getting as if like an untruthful vibe, as if they're holding their hand out. You know, when you do in court and you're like, I solemnly swear, it's like they would swear. Okay, this might resonate for one or two of you deep. If you know this person and you know their intentions already and you're just looking for confirmation, this person is like false. It's like they would swear on their life about something, but they don't mean it. The people that we're dealing with and that you're thinking about are the type of people to be like, oh no, I swear on my mum's life that I didn't do this, but it's like they would throw that around willy-nilly, and they would say, I swear on my mum's life, even if they were lying. That's the type of vibe I get from this, straight up, you guys. There's something to do with money being involved. This could be in many different ways, but your hand has a little dollar sign tattoo on it. So yeah, this is going to be different for a lot of different ways. I'm already feeling the energy split off and it's a lot, you guys. So let me try work through this the best I can. Okay, so this message isn't going to resonate for all of you. This one's for those of you who have responsibilities or a connection with this person in where you've taken a promise or an oath. You could be married, but there's a snake that wraps around the wedding ring finger of this hand, and that finger is Saturn. It's the finger of commitment, responsibilities, and ties. So this could be someone, one or two of you could be married to this person, and the rest of you, this could either be a family connection or someone that you have responsibility or ties to in some kind of way, right? So take any of them variations, whichever one that applies for you, because we're going to be running off a few different timelines in this. This person is someone who doesn't give you a lot to work with. There's a piece of pizza in this hand and the cheese is dripping down, and it's like the dogs are trying to get it. They're trying to eat it, but they can't quite reach it. And I feel like this is this energy coming through in drips and drabs. This person could also be someone that kind of they like to feed off other people's energy. That I'm gonna straight up say it, you guys. Some of the people that you're thinking about are more people with narcissistic tendencies or energetic draining tendencies. They like to feed off other people's energy, or if they have something, they might even like to control you with that. Like, I'm just getting this energy come through again. I don't know how much I could say this in your pile. Please only take this if it resonates. But some people like to have things that they can control you with. So, say it's food. They're the one that makes the food, they're the one that does your food shopping. This is purely an example. Then they would hold this over you and be like, well, do you know what? I'm not doing your food shopping this week. Do you know what I mean? Like, they kind of starve people with their energy and give it to them in drabs. Do you know what I mean? This is what I get. Please only take this if it's resonating, guys. But yeah, with this snake wrapping round, this talks to me about karmatic connections, karmatic ties. This person is someone who likes to feel as if they have people wrapped around their finger, you know? Okay, I'm getting unhealthy, kind of toxic energy that's coming through. And so, if you are asking about someone's intentions and you already have questioned them, you already have thought, I don't trust this person, this is your confirmation. As I said earlier, if you've come on this reading, having a feeling like, I don't really know what this person's vibes are, but I get good intentions, I don't really get really bad vibes, then yeah, as I said, this isn't your reading. This person is very much watching from afar, and I do get an undercurrent of jealousy as well. With the Ten of Cups here, it's almost as if they're looking at you, they're watching you, they're looking at your life, and they're jealous. They're jealous of your family, they're jealous of your happiness. They're the type of person who sees lack in themselves from seeing other people full, if that makes sense. It's almost as if when they see other people happy, it just reminds them of what they don't have. I feel like, in a way, this connection, whoever this is, you're someone who kind of triggers them because you remind them of what they don't have. And this because, you actually do have genuine love around you. You have a beautiful family, some of you. And that's not to say your family's horrible. It's just that, some of you, you physically haven't built up a family yet. But if you can see in the background of this Four of Swords, there is a portrait of a mother and a child. And I do feel like for some of you watching this, this is a family connection that you're dealing with, someone in the family. I feel like this person really struggles with insecurity. They really have a lot going on in their root chakra, and they use their root chakra to hide their intentions. Take that if it resonates, but your root chakra is, it's all to do with our safety, our security, our insecurity, our primal instincts, anxieties. Okay? And I feel like this person likes to think that they are a very smart, intelligent person, which I'm not saying they're not, please, you guys. I'm not saying they're not, but they're a smart, intelligent person. They don't realize how much their own wounding, their own inner trauma and pain leaks out. Okay, how I'm getting this is there's actually a quote coming through, and it's hurt people or people who are cut will bleed on you even if you're not the ones who cut them. That's what I'm getting from this, guys, is that this person is a wounded person, and even if you're not the ones who cut them, they will bleed because their wounds are open. And people with open wounds who haven't healed their wounds, they can't help but bleed everywhere because they need to heal that. They need to stitch that ish back up. For some of you, I even get the vibe with this Ten of Cups here that this person could even have substance addictions or have substance abuse issues in the past, maybe with drugs, alcohol, escapism, gambling, anything of this kind. Because they have a lot of inner wounding that has never been healed. And this is from their I'm specifically, my throat chakra was triggered then. They have wounding to their throat chakra, and so things that they say, the way they communicate, is not balanced, okay? And they also have inner wounding from their mothers or their childhood as well. Um, so if this is a variation, this will resonate for a few of you. If this is a relationship you're in and you're feeling like, you're not sure why they're communicating in certain ways with you, or it's like confusing, it's because it's a traumatic response. This is the ways that they've dealt to communicate their emotions, to communicate their feelings. I feel like they never really learned how to properly communicate their emotions and feelings in a healthy way. Because maybe they did have a unhealthy relationship with their parents or their mother especially as well. And if this is a person who has children, this is someone who may even have unhealthy communication ways with their relatives or their children as well. This person definitely is very jealous of you. They kind of feel bitter that you're happy. They kind of feel bitter that, your cup is full and your life is going great. And that's how they see it anyway. So some of you in here watching this, you could be dealing with a past ex or a past person or family member or relationship or connection that, things ended with you, or things aren't the best with you, and they're so like triggered by this. They're bitter about the past. Okay, strong message for all of you. This person is bitter. Okay, they're bitter about the past. And yeah, there's a lot going on here. So, and I don't really mean this to be like, I don't want you to sit there thinking like, oh great, now, I just wanted to watch a nice reading and now my ex is coming through and all this toxic behavior is and energy is coming through. I really don't want you to feel that way. If you've come on here asking about someone's intentions, I feel like this is definitely just confirming what you already kind of feel and think. But don't get dragged in this, you guys. This person, they don't have any power over you. Yeah, they do not have any power over you, and I feel this triggers them even more, the fact that they can't get you down. That's what it is, you guys. They can't bring you down. They're so bitter because they used all their tricks, all of their, like, this is the situation I get. It's like they were really hurt because they have abandonment issues, and so they tried to hurt you back and speak to you in ways that were manipulative to try and get you to stay, because that's their coping mechanism. Instead of being like, oh right, let's work on this, they'll be like, oh, I feel I'm losing them, let me start being really toxic because this is what I do to cope with my abandonment issues. And then they couldn't. It didn't work on you. Their games didn't work on you. Their manipulation, it didn't work on you. You saw straight through it. You moved on. You went into a better phase. You became so happy. You leveled up in life. And this person's left feeling bitter, okay? That it didn't work. They didn't get you down. You've moved on. You've progressed. Some of you have even blocked this person, or there's walls up, energetic walls that protect you from this person's energy. You're really strong, powerful souls. Like, for real, strong, powerful souls, and you're extremely protected as well. Very much protected. Um, so yeah, I hope this reading's been resonating so far. We'll see what else comes through. But there is something, again, to do with responsibilities, ties, money, maybe even material things that you have connected with this person. For a select few of you, this will be someone that you're not really in contact with because you want to be. It's more because you have to be, because there's ties to do with maybe, you know, I don't know, more serious things, like if you have a house or you have a mortgage together, or you have a shared bank account, or you have connections, that you have responsibilities, there's commitments that you have to interact with each other for. Okay, so if you guys haven't really already guessed and sussed it out with me, this whole reading, this person's intentions, they have hidden intentions, they have hidden motives, and just know that none of them are gonna none of them are gonna work, because they only work if you're blind to them, and you're not blind to them, okay? They're not some like force that is going to, create all of these unseen forces of tragedy. They don't have power, okay? They only have power when they have you wrapped up around their finger, and you're not like that anymore. You don't have that connection with them. You see through this, okay? So honestly, this person's intentions are harmful, but only towards themselves, not towards you. I don't really see them even plotting to do anything nasty to you or anything like that. I literally just see them feeling bitter and like basically wasting their own time that they could be spending healing, time that they could be spending, doing things that they enjoy and love, and feeling cozy and safe. They use this time to just feed into their bitterness towards you, and you don't get any of this energy. They're the only ones who get left with it. So really, this person isn't doing themselves any favors, to be honest with you, because you took it in the way that it's like, right, this person, not best intentions, from past, unhealthy, whatever it is. You're like, I'm gonna get on with my own life, focus on what makes me happy. This person just stayed kind of stuck on you, and yeah. So if it's not that this person stayed stuck on you, it's just that energetically in their mind, they haven't really moved on or healed or grown from the perspectives in which they view you from the past, is what I'm getting. So if this is family or an old friend or something, it's like they haven't really matured their perspectives from how they used to kind of look at the situation to now. They haven't really changed, because instead of growing and healing, they've just kind of builded and fed themselves on more of the same energy, is what I'm getting. So honestly, I'm gonna leave it here, because we've got the answers we need. We know that this person's intentions are not all what they may make out to be. I don't think this person is even really, I think a lot of you, 95% of people watching this, you're not in contact with this person. Actually, I'm going to change that. 75% of you are not in contact with this person. The other 35%, you're in contact because you have to be, because there's certain things that tie you together. And for some of you, you're in, yeah. If you're in contact with this person, trust me, this is so funny. I got your higher selves come through. Like, trust me, it's only because we have to, like, if you're in contact with a person, some of you, it's because you have to be. And if you're here asking about someone's intentions that you are just wanting to be around, and you're kind of thinking, I don't know if this person has the best intentions, confirmation, trust your intuition. You got it right in the first place, guys. I love you all so much. Before I go as well, you guys, you got a song come through for you. Roses Are Red. I think it's by Juice WRLD. I'll leave it linked down below. But let me explain how this came through so it makes more sense. Not everyone in here, for you, this isn't a person with a romantic connection. I know that this Roses song is more of a romantic song, but I think that what it's saying is the way that this person is speaking, the way that he raps and what he's talking about, is that this person distracts themselves with low vibrational things. It's kind of like a wounded child aspect of thinking, like, oh, this went wrong for me, this went wrong, but you know what, F it, I don't need them, I've got my bitches, I've got my hoes. Like, some of you, this is an ex who really just is so immature and just and I'm not even going to say it in that way, because we are going to look at this from a high perspective. They have childhood wounding, you guys. They have childhood wounding, and so this makes them seem immature, because they've actually been stuck, in some of the places from when they were a child. They're immature because they haven't been able to grow past that age in some way. This song, for a lot of you, yeah, if this isn't romantic, it's just about the type of energy and vibe that this person has. There's a specific part of the song that says about, you had my heart but it was made of plastic or something, and it's like, this person, they have wounding. Their heart is not pure. It's plastic. It's just like that. And they also say in there about, he raps saying, no father having, I'm a bastard, or something like that. So again, with the kind of parent connections being a bit rocky there. And again, if this is a ex and someone that is romantic, just take this song as it resonates. But maybe give that a listen. It might have some messages in there that are worth listening to, or that relate to you or your situation, or that help you get better clarity of where this person's headspace is at, because I feel as if their energy is the one that's coming through in the lyrics, in their situation, and I think not all of it is directed at you. Do you know what I mean? It's more just their kind of read on their energy right now. So I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonated. I'm so sorry it was a bit of a darker energy, but oh my goodness, you guys, it kind of wasn't, it kind of was like bittersweet, wasn't it? Because it was like, yeah, this person's all this, but look at you. You're so happy. 10 of Cups. You've made happiness. You've made inner happiness. This is what this is saying. Do you know what this is saying? I'm like about to end it and I'm going off again. This is saying that this person, the thing that deeply gets to them and the thing that you should feel good about, not because it gets to them, obviously that's not a nice energy, but you're inwardly genuinely happy, and the things that you've built and healed from, you've made genuine happiness, not just on the outside, not just by material things, but inwardly. And this is something they don't know how to do. They don't know how to make inward happiness. All they can do is kind of look for outside material things to fill the voids in which they need to heal, because they don't really know how to go about healing. So I love you all so much. I really hope this resonated. Leave a comment down below. This was definitely a very interesting pile. Keep on slaying. Keep on being you. Keep on being that bad bitch. Keep on bringing yourself happiness, because you honestly are magnificent, amazing souls, and round of applause to you for your healing journey so far. You have a very intense, powerful healing energy. You've aligned a lot of your chakras as well from your hurt, and not many people can do this, you know? So I love you very much, you guys. We'll get out of this person's energy now. We don't need to hear any more from you. I love you loads. I'll speak to you soon, my angels. Mwah.